To create a voiceover script that is about 8 minutes and 15 seconds long, I'll need to expand and add more descriptive elements to your narrative to reach the desired length. Here's a version tailored for a compelling voiceover performance. Opening scene. Asterisk, soft, haunting music fades in as a narrator speaks. Asterisk. Narrator asterisk. Sarah never expected to inherit anything from her estranged grandmother. The two had barely spoken in years, their relationship strained by silence and unanswered questions. But one crisp autumn morning, a letter arrived, a deed to an old Victorian house perched on the edge of a small, forgotten town. The house was as imposing as it was beautiful, its turrets reaching toward the sky like fingers grasping for answers. Dusty, faded curtains hung in the windows, and the air inside carried the scent of time long past. It was there, amidst creaking floorboards and shadowed corners, that Sarah discovered the locket. Hidden in the wall behind a loose brick, the ornate, golden trinket seemed to shimmer with a life of its own. She slipped it around her neck, and that was when it began, the whispers. Transition to whispers. Asterisk, subtle. Echoing whispers start faintly in the background. Asterisk. Narrator asterisk. They were faint at first, like a breeze stirring leaves, but they grew clearer with each passing day. Words. Fragmented memories. Faces she had never seen before. Images of a time she could not possibly know. The whispers seemed to lead her, guiding her to places in the house she'd never explored. In the attic, she found a faded photograph of a young woman. The back read, Clara, 1933. In the basement, a locked trunk revealed a collection of letters filled with anguish and longing. The whispers were Clara's voice, Sarah's great-aunt, a woman whose name was barely spoken in the family. And through the locket, Clara's tragic story began to unfold. Introduction of James. Asterisk. Music becomes investigative and curious. Asterisk. Narrator asterisk. Overwhelmed by the strange occurrences, Sarah sought help. She turned to James, the town's historian, whose fascination with the Victorian era was only rivaled by his love of unsolved mysteries. James was captivated by the locket, its intricate design, and the energy it seemed to exude. Together, they scoured town archives, piecing together a story that had been buried for nearly a century. They learned that Clara had fallen in love during the Great Depression, a time when love was a luxury few could afford. But her story was not one of joy. It was one of betrayal, jealousy, and a death so sudden and cruel that it shattered the family. Uncovering the tragedy. Asterisk. Music swells with tension. Asterisk. Narrator asterisk. Clara's fiancé, a man of modest means, was accused of theft by a rival suitor. The accusation, false but damning, led to his ruin. Desperate to clear his name, Clara confronted the man who framed him. What happened next remained unclear until now. Through court records and old newspaper clippings, Sarah and James uncovered the truth. Clara had been murdered, her death staged to look like an accident. The whispers, now more vivid than ever, revealed Clara's anguish and longing for justice. The locket, it seemed, was her tether to the world, a conduit for her pain, and a plea for resolution. The confrontation. Asterisk. Music becomes haunting and climactic. Asterisk. Narrator asterisk. As the days passed, Sarah felt the weight of the locket grow heavier. Not physically, but emotionally. The whispers became screams, the memories more vivid. Clara's spirit was relentless, demanding to be heard. One night, the house itself seemed to pulse with energy. Shadows danced on the walls, and the air crackled with tension. Clara's voice rang out, clear and desperate, begging Sarah to acknowledge the truth. Sarah stood in the parlor, clutching the locket. She had a choice: confront the pain of the past or let it consume her, as it had so many before her. The resolution. Asterisk. Music shifts to hopeful and reflective. Asterisk. Narrator asterisk. With James by her side, Sarah organized a memorial for Clara, a small, heartfelt gathering in the garden of the old house. They read aloud Clara's letters, shared her story, and honored her memory. As the final candle was lit, the air seemed to lighten. The whispers faded, replaced by a sense of peace that enveloped the house. The locket, once a source of torment, now felt warm and comforting. Clara's spirit had found rest. In that moment, Sarah understood the power of facing the past, not to dwell in it, but to free oneself from its hold. By breaking the cycle of grief, she not only healed Clara's pain, but also her own. Closing scene. Asterisk. Music swells, then fades to silence. Asterisk. Narrator asterisk. The old Victorian house, once filled with shadows, now felt alive again. And as Sarah stepped outside, the morning sun kissed her face, a promise of new beginnings. The locket, still around her neck, no longer whispered. It simply shone, a quiet reminder of a story finally told.